Welcome everyone, welcome to another episode of Draugen. I'm Nevercraven, and today will we see the end of this mystery? Who knows? We're trying to find out, but like I said, we need info, we need to figure out what happened to Betty.
Follow the tracks to the mine.
So yeah, like I said last time, he's not going to the farm. Oh wait. The farm was of course behind this gate, and behind the farm is the mine. Huh. Clever, clever. Ooh, is that another one of our ravens? Hello, fellow raven. Thank you for
led you to this place.
Thank you for guiding us here. Well, Lissie did tell it.
You'd piece them together into a story, wouldn't you, Betty? So, what do we know? Johann and Frederick are partners, and on good terms. Something happens in the mine. Disagreements lead to a falling out. And at the end of it all, 20 years later, Johann walks this path to confront Frederick.
Yeah, but like I said, Lissie did tell us earlier. She did tell us that if it comes to Betty, he would jump that fence. Even if it said that nobody may trespass. You're so predictable, teddy bear.
Was this your doing, Johann? Did you burn your brother's farm to the ground? And where were you, Betty? Did you witness their fall?
Alright, let's check it all. Let's look around, see if we can find clues. Because there have to be at least some of it. I'm just hoping that Alice will be back, because despite everything, she did kind of grow on me. Beautiful barren farmland, but we've got to keep in mind this could have happened years and years ago. Or just a couple of weeks. We just don't know yet. I don't have the intel to figure that one out just yet. I believe that the game will probably have us search the... I was gonna say the fire, but a graveyard is also something to look... oh, is it gonna be the Ruth and Simon graves or something like that?
Simon's grave. Born December 5th, 1909. Died September 17th, 1923. Why bury Simon here and not at the cemetery? If the village blamed him for Ruth's death...
Yeah, they wouldn't want him there.
Use your imagination, Betty. You'd figure this out in no time.
Alright. Let's look at the other one. Well, it wouldn't be Ruth, right? Margaret, so... Is that his wife? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No. 29, maybe? Alright. No matter what, the thing we can be 100% certain about is that whatever happened to this town was beyond tragic. Maybe that's the reason why Betty's here, because she learned about the events happening here and she wanted to investigate. As a proper reporter would. Figure out, is it actually a curse or is it something else more natural, like a serial killer or something else. There's of course saying that if Betty is real and not like Lissie and the weeping statue, a thing in Teddy's mind.
What do you reckon, Betty?
Mine opening, Marcus' birthday, Simon's birthday. I would say Simon's.
Let's try Simon's birthday.
Proud parent. I can see why they would use his birthday, because it's something people do for their passwords online. I would not suggest it.
Another Viking artifact, Betty. Most likely from the same treasure Ruth found. Postmarked in Boston. That's a curious coincidence. Dear Frederick, I hope this letter, it's in English, Betty. Hope this letter finds you and the boy in good health. We're concerned about you both. No word from you for almost 2 years now. All of us still heartbroken about Margaret's passing. We know things have been difficult for you and Simon.
So is this that Betty knew Fredlands? That she knew Margaret and... Ooh, intriguing. But that would be a reason for it to come up here.
Mr. Fretland, we expect you to take care of this problem. If the discovery is made public, the authorities will intervene and the mine will be shut down. Should this happen, we will consider it a breach of our contract, and we will withdraw our investment. You and your brother will be responsible for all debts and losses. Johann must be convinced to wall up the chamber. We have already dealt with the worker who made the discovery.
Oh, they discovered the treasure in the mine, and if the treasure was real, was historical value, then the mine would be shut down because of the archaeological dig it would become. And then they could not mine the mine anymore. So they wanted them to collapse the mine. And he went out of it, out of the deal from his brother, because he knew this was going to happen. Oh, intriguing. Intriguing indeed.
The Fretland Mining Company. I wonder what this unlocks.
The mine?
You went to the mine. I hope our guardian angel watched over you.
Alright.
All right, Betty. So what happens next in your story? Johann and Frederick discover something in the mine. A cave or chamber of archaeological value. They argue about what to do. If the discovery is made public, it's the end of their enterprise. Johann is convinced or paid to walk away. Their secret stays hidden. Then, a few months later, the accident. 3 men die. The investors pull out. The mine shuts down. Frederick's up to his neck in debt.
Yeah. It's all becoming so clear right now. The whole start of the entirety of the, let's say, tearing of the village apart. The source of it all, the mine. And most of all, the discovery of the Viking treasure. Which is the root cause of everything. Arsenic? That is some potent poison there.
Cursed mine in Grovik? Locals struggle with bad crops and livestock deaths and blame it on... They thought they were cursed because of the mine. A thing like that becomes self-fulfilling. If you believe you're cursed, every misfortune feeds the delusion.
Yeah, in short, self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe in something hard enough, it will happen. Well, most likely. Because I can wish for $1 million as much as I want, that does not make it happen.
20 years pass.
Now the curse is at the base of it, because almost nobody knew about the feud.
The Fretland feud tears the village apart, setting neighbor against neighbor. And then Ruth stumbles across the secret in the mine. After all this time, the truth may finally come to light, but she dies. And the day after, Simon is murdered.
Yeah, this feels so much like a snowball. Running downhill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger until nobody can stop it anymore. One misfortune over another.
Old grievances resurface. No matter who you stand with, you're a traitor. Things escalate. More people die. From disease, despair, suicides, murder.
Where? Ah, there it is. Is Lissie gonna come back to us once we face everything ourselves?
All because of the mine. Because of what they found there. And what they covered up. There was no one to stop it, Betty. They were alone. That's the real curse of Grovik. Isolation.
Yeah. No one to feed some proper ideas into them. Just the superstition just growing and growing, growing. Getting bigger all the time. Making the curse more real than it actually is. Hello, Raven. Nevermore. Yeah, a bird would never fly into a mine voluntarily. Come on. Oh, it feels a little bit like that story from Edgar Allan Poe. Lissie also made a reference to it earlier. In one of the videos we did before.
This place is cursed. Ridiculous.
Oh, the head from the doll from where the murder scene was. Well, the accidental
She
scene.
fell. Something spooked her, and then she ran all the way to the cliff where... Do you know what happened, Betty? Did you witness it? Hello? Betty, are you in there? Please answer me.
Very poor choice to do in a mine. You have no idea what's in there. There could be a gas leak or something. Chances, chances. Well, not that necessarily gas. It gives an iron mine, so the chances are low. But come on, you never know. You never know. Could Betty actually be in here? That she discovered the secret and she was disposed of?
Oh, Betty. This is Mother's brooch. You always wore this. You wouldn't take it off unless... You left it here for a reason. What am I not seeing?
That this is all in your head. Are you gonna find Betty's head? Okay, that actually startled me a bit. Oh Jesus, no. Run. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're not ready to die. Not yet.
Edward! Edward!
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that...
No.
Is that you?
No.
Edward? Where are you?
I'm on my way, Betty. Wait for me.
It could not actually be her, right?
Edward! Edward!
Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Yeah, as fast as I can.
Edward! Where are you?
Coming.
Away.
Stay there, don't move.
Edward, please! Hurry!
I'm coming, Betty.
Yeah, I'm running my ass off. I cannot go faster than this.
Edward!
I'm almost there.
Alright. Is she back at the Fretland estate? She is, isn't she?
Edward! Edward?
Just stay put.
So close, so close. Oh, thank God. At least he's not on top of the roof or something.
Oh, Edward! Hurry!
If she was actually here, we couldn't have heard her from the mine, could it?
Edward, is that you? I'm in here.
Thank God. Thank God.
Is it gonna happen? What is it gonna happen when I think it's gonna happen? She has to be in his mind. She cannot be real. She should have known something by now.
Elizabeth. There you Finally! You have no idea how long I've been looking for you. You had me so worried. Look! Your brooch. Mother's brooch. You must have lost it at the mine. Let me put it on for you, Betty. I wouldn't want you to lose it again.
Oh, he's definitely losing it right now.
No.
She's been dead for 30 years, Edward. Elizabeth was never here. But we didn't come for her. We came for Johann, and Anna, and Frederick, and Simon, and Ruth. We're here to tell their stories.
No. Elizabeth. She's here.
You know Betty died when she was a baby. She drowned in the pond. And you found her. You were just 11. You carried her to your mother. And your mother...
She hated you for that.
She could never forgive you for bringing her baby to her. And you could never forgive yourself for what she did after. You always forget this. Because you don't want to be alone. So you bring Betty back. Again and again. To New York. To Boston. To the house. But always just out of reach. Never quite there. The scent of her. The echo of her. But never really her. And all it does is make you lonelier. But the thing is, Edward, you're never alone.
You have us.
And you'll always have us. Betty's... She was never there for you. She couldn't be. You can't lose us. We're a part of you.
Forever. And ever. And ever.
But you need to let Betty go now. There's not room for all of us in there.
I couldn't save you, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry.
But then who is this in the picture, if she was a baby? Huh. In extras.
It is as painful to wake from a vision as it is to be born anew.
Oh, I really thought he was gonna Norman bait her, like dressing up like her sister, like his sister. Now we know she isn't. So one final story before we head over to the boat to get out of here. One more closure. Maybe.
Goodbye, Betty.
Alice, waiting for us.
Are you up? Come outside. Beautiful day. Had your noodle juice yet?
I might be weaned off the stuff.
Boo. Don't lose your taste for tea, old fruit. It keeps you human. We have unfinished business.
We do?
The final piece of the puzzle.
Ruth.
Come on, let's go back to where it started. We have an appointment with a ghost.
Yep, like I said, the final nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Such an amazing view, isn't it? And the air. Ugh. Why did we come here, Teddy?
To Grovik. Well. The letter to Frederick.
The one you found in his safe. From Boston.
I may have overheard a conversation somewhere. Paid it no attention, but the name stuck. And Betty... And I spun a story around it that put us on this path.
Do you really believe that? I mean, how often are you around people?
It couldn't be Betty, because she's not real.
Some places have gravity.
What are you saying? Gravewick's gravity pulled us across the Atlantic Ocean?
Grovik. No, I'm not saying that. That's irrational.
But you believe it, don't you? That we were summoned to tell their story.
To find my sister.
But Betty's not. She was never here. It doesn't make sense.
I'm a man of science. I don't know what to believe.
And yet, here we are. All three of us.
Is this what you wanted to show me?
I wanted to be close to her. Do you believe in ghosts, Edward?
You know I don't.
Well, you've been chasing one for years.
That's different.
What about me? Us.
You're not ghosts. You're alive.
Fair enough. So what really happened to Ruth?
Accident. I think it was an accident. I think she was chased, but I think the fact that she dropped off the cliff, I think that was actually an accident.
I believe it was an accident.
How? What happened?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Alright, she ran from the mine and came here. And then... was she afraid? What made her run?
Playing?
She could have been playing. Maybe it was slippery.
Just rotten luck? That's all it was? If only Ruth had wings. Like an angel. She could have flown straight to heaven. I hope she's at peace. And with God. Do you think that's where everyone's gone?
Well, let's do believe it is a better place.
Heaven? They're dead. I don't know what that means. Maybe there is more. I can't stop you from hoping. We'll never know what happened to everyone in Grovik.
We tried our best. We'll remember them. All of them. Maybe that will give them some peace in the afterlife. Could this be your book, Edward? The one you've been wanting to write? A story about people who are isolated, left behind by the world. You can give them all a proper ending, with no annoying loose threads. Edward! Is that...
A boat? But how?
Who cares? Let's catch it before it sets out on another adventure.
Oh well.
I don't understand how this can be.
I keep telling you, ghosts. Ghosts took the boat. Ghosts brought it back.
Because their story is told.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, teddy bear. Let's blouse while the weather's still good.
I need my suitcase.
So get a wiggle on, old boy. I'm going to say my goodbyes to all the things. I don't think we'll be back. Meet you at the house.
My goodness. Righty-ho. No rush. We have all day.
Well, technically, Yeah, but let's hurry up and get the hell out of here, because... Yeah, there's something supernatural going on, because I think something supernatural led us here. And now that the story has been told, has been completed, now the supernatural forces are just letting us go. So I think it is gonna be the final farewell to this place. The place that made him accept the death of his sister. And of course the two freaking entities in his head.
Come on, Teddy. Pack your things. I'll meet you by the boat.
Do you never sit still?
Don't be a wet blanket. Let's make like the wind and get out of here.
Well, technically, she doesn't move because she doesn't exist. So does she actually sit still? I don't know. Still, no other face whatsoever. Oh well. Good boy, Teddy. Leave the memory behind, because it was a false one anyway. Alright. I think that's it. Goodbye, house. Place of many stories. Time to go home. Or at least find a home. It looked like with the suitcase he cannot run anymore. Oh well.
Come on, let's go. Row, Teddy, row. The water's still cold.
It's a fjord, Lissie, and it's almost winter.
There'll be snow when we get back to Hanover.
The house will be warm.
Are we going to be all right, Edward?
I think so.
Yeah, the story has been told. And old Spirus has been laid to rest. I think this should be it, right? There is nothing more. Yes, there it is. Alright. Well, I have to say, I like the story. It was really good. It looked beautiful. It was a nice, intriguing story. Actually, two-part story. It was like its own development. Trying to get over the loss of his sister. Even when she was a baby. The things he made in his mind. Figuring out who Teddy actually is. Somebody with a mental condition that he sees things. I know there's a name for it, but I just can't put my finger on it. And of course the entire mystery of the death of Ruth, the curse of the mine, the disappearance of the entire town. I don't think everyone in town died. I just think that the last few people that were left behind just left. Ran away from the curse that, in their opinion, actually was there. That would be most logical, I think, in this situation. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this story. I hope you guys, that if you follow through the entire series, I hope you enjoyed yourself as well. And like I said before in the other video, if you have any suggestions of other games with real nice, rich stories, mysteries, intrigue, slight bit of horror. Let them know in the comments. Let me know what you want me to play, and I will definitely take it in consideration. And of course, if you watched every video and you really did like it, share with people. Let them know. And of course, like the video. We very much appreciate it. So, I'm gonna leave it here. The credits are rolling. I don't think there is anything besides this. If there is, I will try and edit it in at the end of it, but I think this is gonna be it. So, guys, as always, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. Until the next video and the next series, the next game. Till next time, Ravens. Bye bye.